Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm feeling good. It's New Year. I'm trying to take this channel to a new place with more content, more variety of content, but mainly focused on my life and my view in politics in America. Since Biden has been in office, it's been a slow news day. I'm working from home. Normally, the last year in 2020, working from home. BBC, and we have CNN and Fox News as well. I try to be very open. Usually playing in the background every day for 2020. It was just something after the other, after the other, after the other. As you've seen in my previous videos. Now it's like BBC, they're talking about happiness. Fox News is talking about maple syrup. And I think CNN is, the impeachment thing is about to go down this week. So they're a little bit focused on that. This video is regarding impeachment. I realize I do watch Fox News, I watch CNN, like I said, and BBC to get sort of an outside perspective of politics in this weird country. A lot of the Republicans I've noticed are saying that it's unconstitutional, the impeachment trial. Many are arguing against doing this trial because it's unconstitutional. Initially, the spin was, we need to focus on unity and moving ahead from coronavirus, and Biden should be worried about that and not impeaching Trump. One, Biden doesn't really care about Donald Trump. I don't think since the debate, literally, how many times have you heard the word Donald Trump, President Trump, come out of Biden's mouth? Never. Biden's never started a speech or said anything about Trump since the debate. Even at some points, he said, I don't want to talk about him, or he just refers to him as him. So it's not Biden's job to impeach Trump. It's the Senate, the House, so forth. They're just doing their job, right? If it's unconstitutional to have an impeachment of a ex-president, it's also unconstitutional to siege the Capitol and incite insurrection where someone died. A lot of officers got hurt, right? So for these Republicans to say it's unconstitutional and they want to appeal to their base, which is still loyal, I assume, to Donald Trump, that base also supports the police. That base is also Blue Lives Matter. Police officer died, right? Who's going to get punished for that, right? They arrested a handful of Trump supporters throughout the country that were, and this is a point about white privilege, to commit a crime and get to take selfies of yourself doing it, do live feed to social media, to Twitter, to Facebook, to your friends, bragging about what you're doing whilst you're doing it, whilst people are dying around you, whilst property is being damaged, things are being stolen from the Capitol during not, and like I said before, it wasn't like this was done when the building was empty, right? A lot of people compare this to Black Lives Matter riots and protests. The building wasn't empty. The Capitol was probably having the most important meeting of the decade, of the century, about who was going to become the next president of the United States. That meeting was happening when this took place, right? It's a serious offense. It's not like they sieged an empty building and took papers and stuff from an empty building where no one was in there, all right? Something important was happening in that building, right? It's similar like if you go into a church and you steal something from church or damage property and the church is empty, no one gets hurt, you take whatever, you get charged for trespassing at most, right? And maybe a burglary and theft, right? You siege a church or a public building where people are inside and someone dies, lots of people are injured, property is damaged, you don't get charged for trespassing, do you? No, you get charged for a lot more serious offenses than that. And if Donald Trump is the ringleader, like someone said, Osama bin Laden didn't fly planes into the World Trade Center, but he sure as hell ordered his terrorists to do exactly that, and people died. And who paid the price in the end? Osama bin Laden, right? If Donald Trump says, go down there and fight like hell and take back what's ours, and people go down there and fight for hell and kill people and damage property and stop the most important meeting of in this country, this probably this century, that will happen. They stopped that meeting. Think about that, right? It wasn't an empty building they sieged. It was a full building. So moving ahead, if that's not unconstitutional, I don't know what is. And I don't think the point is not even to punish Donald Trump anymore. I don't want to hear Donald Trump. I don't even want this impeachment, honestly. If you ask me, do I want to be bothered by impeachment? No, I don't. No one wants this, right? I don't think anyone wants it. Even the Democrats don't want this. It's just a job that has to be done, right? We all have jobs, right? I'm working from home. I'm doing my job. If I don't do my job, I lose my job. I'm fired, right? I'm responsible to someone beyond myself, beyond my needs in this house, right? If I don't fulfill that responsibility to my superiors, my bosses, my supervisors, I lose my job. I lose my livelihood, right? What's the point of me working if I can't do my job? Democrats are just doing their job. You commit this thing on camera. Donald Trump is not maybe if he did or if he did. Republicans even agree he did it, right? It's not even a trial of if he did it. He's done it. Now what do we do about it? And that's what this impeachment is about. No one wants this. Everyone wants to forget about Donald Trump. I think on both sides of the party, they just want to forget about it. Trump has done everything he could have done for Republicans. He got tax cuts and a bunch of executive orders he did for them. He didn't get reelected. I'm not sure if that was one of the things he promised Republicans. He was going to get reelected. That didn't happen. Let's move on from that. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And as for Biden should be busy with other things, Democrats should be busy with other things, we can multitask, right? America is so great, I thought. We could multitask, certainly, right? I'm multitasking now. I'm working from home. I'm drinking coffee, cooking something over there. I got laundry going on down in the basement. I'm multitasking, right? So I can't our government multitask. If Donald Trump needs to be impeached or punished, and like I said, the point is not really to punish him, but we don't want this happening again. Whether it's a Republican president or Democratic president, 4 years, 12 years, 24 years, 50 years down the line, we don't want this to be happening every election cycle. This has to be done. It has to set a precedence that America will not stand for this. We are not going to stand for this. Whether you support Trump or not, this cannot happen. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, enjoy the channel. I'm going to stay, one of my favorite Super Bowl commercials this year, Super Bowl was 2 days ago. I think it's Bruce Springsteen, I'm not sure. But you have this a cowboy musician looking type of guy talking about America's in the middle. That's where the heart of America is. It's not on the fringes of the left or the right. I agree with that. I'm very central, right? To live in this country and not even to say if it's great or not. As a black man, I could tell you all about America from my perspective, and none of it is beautiful, none of it is great, none of it is awesome. But reality is reality. You have to respect reality. And I think being in the middle, right, you kind of have this respect for reality, right? I watch Fox News, but I don't like, oh my God, what they're saying is, oh yeah, I'm scared, I'm believing we shouldn't wear a mask. Trump is God. I don't follow that crap, right? But I do watch them. I want to hear what they think of certain things, right? If they're telling me a banana is an orange or a banana is an apple, I have to say, like, something's wrong with that. And if I look at CNN or MSNBC and they're telling me a banana is an apple or a banana is an orange, I'm not going to follow that because I know in the middle I could see things clearly. And I think being in the middle allows you, and that commercial is right, one of the points is it allows you to see things clearly. If you're stuck on one side of the fence, right, or the other side of the fence, you can't really see a full picture, right? So it's good to be in the middle. Even if you're slightly left or slightly right, have an open mind. One of my good friends that's a Republican, we had a great discussion a while ago, and he said he doesn't support Donald Trump, but he's sticking to his Republican values of, low taxes, fossil fuels, and all that, less regulation of government. He's going to stick with that, even though he doesn't support Donald Trump. He's grateful for what Trump has done, but Trump is not no God. He's not no savior. He's not bringing back the Confederacy back, right? And he respects my views. I respect his views. I'm central, but I'm also left leaning, meaning that I live in a world where I see social services is needed. I think rich people should pay their fair share in taxes. I don't think they should pay more taxes, if that makes sense, but they should pay their fair share. We're having a discussion, mind you, with the tax discussion. Rich people aren't paying any taxes. So the discussion is not about if rich people should pay more fair share in taxes. Should they pay taxes? Yes, they should pay taxes, just like I pay taxes. So that's kind of where I lean politically, right? I support the police, right? But I don't support police brutality. I support the police, I have to say it like this, with progressive mind, progressive thinking, right? Law and Order is not 1950s, it's not 1850s, it's not 1750s, not the 1700s, right? Law and Order should be in the 21st century, right? We all watch CSI, we all watch the futuristic movies where the police have like minority reports, they have technology to help them fight crime. Why can't we have that today, right? Why can't we have that today, right? We have vehicles that do so many things now, self-driving cars. Why can't we have policing be done cleaner, safer, and better? That's all I want. And I think a lot of Democratic people, a lot of people on the left, that's what we want. People on the right, they want old school John Wayne, shoot 'em up, ask questions later. It's not going to work, right? It's not going to work. You're just going to have pushback on that kind of... if that's your theory of what policing is, shoot first, ask questions later, black is bad, white is good, then you're going to have lots of pushback on that. It's the future. We're not going backwards in times, we're going ahead in times. If it's anything that's constant and true, it's our direction, right? We had one way in time, right? Time is asymmetrical, but as human beings in our society, we only go one way in time, right? We go forward in times, and I think we have to respect that.